What I will agree with you on, and I'll go ahead because I'm a very accountable person. He made it through the playoffs, and he did what you need to do in order to win, which is not make the mistakes. And before this playoff run, you can go back to Minnesota last year when they were 14-2. He pooped in the playoffs. You can go back to his first 3 or 4 years in the league with the Jets. He pooped every other game. But you know what? He's got it corrected. And he understands who he is as a quarterback now that allows him to go into the playoffs and outplay. We got to keep it real now. He outplayed a second-year quarterback. And Drake May, to me, played like a second-year quarterback in the playoffs.
And to me, he really didn't. I mean, Donald managed the game good. It was some throws he should have made. Both of them should have made throws. Drake had a lot of throws that should have been completed.
I agree.
You know what I'm saying? But, you know, with defense game, but it could have been, the game could have got a little open offensive-wise. You know, he threw the dumb interception in the middle of the field. Dumb read, I think. New England did. Offensive coordinator didn't make good game planning, make a good adjustment, especially that great defense. And Lawrence just, oh, man, he just balled out.
Can I ask a question? I know this is not my area. I'm not football dumb, right? Like I got a lot of football history too. So I got a question. I'm asking questions. I'm just asking questions. Does this go along with? So I feel that sometimes how great a quarterback is overrated to the level of success a team may have. I think we overrate the quarterback position slightly. Because does this prove that either the quarterback position is overrated a little bit if you have a solid team, you have a solid squad, right? If you have a great quarterback, they could bail your team out of a lot of stuff. I agree with that. But does this prove that if you got a solid squad, especially a defense and a running game, your quarterback doesn't have to be all world? And
Well, he doesn't have to be all world, Miles, but you got to realize, Coach Miles, is quarterback is the hardest position in the sport. It's like you the CEO.
I'm not taking that from
And
I think it's the second hardest position in
If you're
football.
not the greatest, you say what?
I think it's the second hardest position in football.
Trust me, it's the
What's the hardest
position.
I think being a cornerback on that island might be some of the hardest shit to ever do.
Because you got to make calls. You got to change things. You got to make adjustments.
That's fair.
It's like being the CEO.
You.
You might be up here, okay, guys, we're going to do this today at work. But then you might have to make adjustments at lunchtime.
But
we got to change things. So what I'm saying is you have to have that quarterback. If he could just manage the game.
Do you have? So man, that's what I'm saying. You don't have to have
a
great
quarterback. It's great when you have.
Because you look at all the quote unquote best quarterbacks, they barely even made the playoffs this year, right? And a lot of times look at like those great quarterbacks, the Dan Marinos that didn't get one, the Warren Moons that didn't get one.
But he got there though.
He got there his rookie year with a great team, and he didn't get back. Like you look at Warren Moon, right? Like if he's not in the right, if he could have been a different system, maybe something different happens. But we look at like even when Peyton Manning got his second one, he wasn't a great quarterback then. He was
no. Marino got there twice.
Marino got there once.
He got there his rookie year, and he got there in '86.
He only got there
He lost to the 49ers. He lost to the Redskins too.
All right.
No.
He
only got there once.
Who was the quarterback for the Dolphins when Riggins was there? And that was a Super Bowl.
That was not the Redskins.
You're right. My bad.
Riggins played for the Redskins.
Okay, he got this rookie year.
That was it. That's it.
That was it.
So let me break this down for you. The common denominator is you got to have one of the two. So if you have a great quarterback and a la the Kansas City Chiefs, they haven't had a great defense since except for 1 year since Mahomes been there, but they've had a good enough defense. Having a great quarterback.
Right.
You had Chris Jones who, kind of anchored it, and you had a lot of others that kind of helped him out.
You might have had a bunch of superstars. That was a really good defense.
On the flip side, if you have a great defense, a la or very good defense, what Seattle did, what Baltimore's done before in the past, then it's okay. You can have just an okay quarterback.
But you could do that like I love Jalen Hurts, but Jalen Hurts wasn't an all-world quarterback. So last year, you got two quarterbacks in a row that have won Super Bowls that weren't all-world NFL gunslingers, right?
But what I will say,
then you go past Mahomes. Like it's happened a lot more than we give it credit for.
But you have to. I mean, you got. Come on now, Jalen was MVP in the Super Bowl.
Yeah,
he played a great game.
But nobody, and I love Jalen.
But you got to understand, it's a lot of drama going on up there with the receiver.
No, I'm not talking about what happened this year. I'm not talking about what happened this year. I will argue for Jalen. Jalen's had the same stats his first 4 or 5 years that Patrick Mahomes had. He's been in the Super Bowl just as many times Patrick Mahomes had. And he's got the same success almost Patrick Mahomes had. But you're not hearing me saying Jalen's as good as Patrick Mahomes. What I am saying, though, is that sometimes we want to down him as he's not a great quarterback. I think he's a great quarterback.
I love him.
But what I'm saying is the Burrows, There's a ton of great quarterbacks that they don't even smell. I know Burrow's been once, but a lot of great quarterbacks that don't smell. Lots of them.
Don't smell
Lots of them that don't smell the Super Bowl at all.
Well, one reason why is because you got to look at the front office.
You're making my point even more. If you have a solid team, that you don't have to have a great quarterback. Hence the reason I think that position is slightly overrated.
No, it's not overrated because
everybody, you got a great because the minute we start talking about teams,
game, I mean, I look at the Seattle quarterback. Not only he stunk up the lead, that was one of the worst quarterback performances I've seen. They played the Rams earlier this year. He came back, he bounced back now.
But here's what I'm saying though. What I'm saying is this: when you started this talking about the Super Bowl just 5 minutes ago, however long ago, first thing you mentioned was Sam Darnold. Like that whole squad won sometimes in spite of Sam, sometimes with Sam, throughout the whole year, and that was a great eye of yours to know that they were going to go that far. But I think sometimes the first thing, like if every debate or every discussion, I won't say debate, discussion about teams, it goes right to the quarterback first. Like that is the number one factor on your success.
You know what's his name? Dilfer won for Baltimore.
Dilfer.
They ended up cutting him right after they won the championship.
They cut him that year.
Yeah.
But once again, you know why it goes to the quarterback? Because the quarterback will decide the game one or two ways. Either he's going to be great and win you the game, or he's going to play terrible and lose you the game.
Or he's going to play average and make sure you don't lose again. There's a middle. There's a gray in the middle.
Here's what I'm telling you. Name me a quarterback that won the Super Bowl and threw like 3 or 4 interceptions.
Now, I got you. That is, of course, I can name you running backs that's lost it by getting 2 or 3 fumbles. That's just a part of what they do. You cannot be crappy at any position and win a Super Bowl. You can't.
But it also starts from that CEO too, though.
It starts top down.
Because if you look at Seattle, they couldn't score points
sacks and win the Super Bowl.
You can.
I mean, you can, but you can't be an O-line and give up the whole
Patrick
game.
Mahomes running for his life, and they still won.
Yeah,
I agree.
And the thing you got to understand, you got defensive ends that won MVPs, getting all the sacks. But at the same time, though, you had they kicked 4 field goals, 12-0.
5.
So speaking of that,
15. I felt the kicker should have got MVP, but that's
I was about to say, let's go there real quick since y'all brought it up. MVP was Kenneth Walker, running back for Seattle. Had a good game, went over, I think, like 130 yards, really helped them control the time possession and offense. But the kicker kicked 5 field goals and 2 or 3 extra points. Scored more points than anybody. Why didn't he get the MVP?
That's what I'm saying. Can I also add that the punter put them on the 3-yard line like 3 times?
Yeah, but it's
like no. So he did his job. I don't give a crap. He had one job to do and he did it very well. Now, if he'd have fucked it up and shanked some, he'd be all over TV right now. So I give him his credit. Not saying he should have got MVP. I still believe the kicker should have MVP.
Okay.
But give credit to that special teams. You know what I'm saying?
John, what you got? We got John in the audience. What'd you say, John?
Listen, I'm going to tell you on that matter reason why he was MVP. Because there were a few plays here and there that he did. If they don't make that, we can get that ball back.
So you talking about the running back?
Yes.
So John, I know y'all can't hear him in the audience. John is saying Walker got the MVP because he made some crucial runs that allowed them to extend the drives and keep the ball away from New England. I get that, but crucial runs don't necessarily oversee making points.
No, but
you can keep the chains moving, but you don't score no points.
But Mel, what you got to realize is this: at the end of the day, when you got a powerful defense like that, you got an outstanding running back. Been a big fan of him, was at Michigan State. That kid, it put them in the positions, and like I said, they kept kicking field goals. Eventually, they scored. But at the end of the day, you still got to get your points, especially your defense shutting down the opposite team.
So let me ask you this: What if he makes all those plays and the kicker misses all those field goals? I agree with you, but the points were through.
Because running. And running games plays a role because you use the clock too.
So here's what I'm saying. Here's my question. My question is not whether or not he did his job, because his job is to run the ball.
He did a good
job. His job is
to
move the chains.
Good job.
But guess what? He didn't run for 2 or 3 touchdowns. He didn't break it wide open. most kickers don't kick 5 field goals in a game. And even they get 5 chances, most of them don't hit all 5.
Well, at the end of the day, he got them in the position to get their 3 points over and over. He deserved the MVP. Hey, he going to Disney World, and that's a major part of them.
Also, he's a free agent, so anybody get this film to him. Hey, man, we got a spot in Houston that would love you.
Oh, man, Houston, the Texans would love that Kenneth Walker.
If they got some offensive lineman free agent, they need them too.
You never know.
They gotta re-sign him. So
and Lawrence, oh man.
So we touched on it.
Dominated.
We touched on it. How did y'all really think Drake May played in the playoffs? Not just the Super Bowl, but in the playoffs.
He didn't play
overall.
good. He didn't play good in the playoffs. But the defense came through for him. He had something around him to help him. And I got to tell people, you know, Denver quarterback was hurt. I ain't saying that's why they made it, you know, but that played a major role too, though.
I think he played as what you could expect from a second-year player to play in the playoffs.
Yes.
It wasn't like he's 10 years, like Sam Darnold's 10, 12 years in the league.
Yes.
All right, they already hopping in the chat. They want to talk some college basketball. All right, Kenneth Walker, he earned his MVP. You know who didn't get an MVP and, like, really pooped the bed? I mean, he not only lost the Super Bowl, he lost his girl, Stefon Diggs. Stefon Diggs. I mean, he lost one of his baby mamas.
I don't think he worried about losing.
He lost one of his baby mamas. He had one baby mama on the rail. He go kiss her before the game, and then somebody sent the picture to Cardi B. Cardi B, she got online. She had a big party planned for him, like $1 million party. When they won the Super Bowl, and even if they lost, they were still going to turn up, right?
She actually had canceled that party way before the Super Bowl.
Oh, did she cancel before the Super Bowl?
Yeah, because she...
Because she caught wind of his shenanigans?
What you mean catch wind? He had a baby.
Exactly. Catch wind got multiple babies.
Ain't like she stuck around and found the phone message.
Yeah.
He had a baby.
Yes.
So he had a baby.
So... No, she won't. She said, I saw an interview. I don't know how it ended up on my algorithm. Where she said, I told him from the beginning, don't cheat and don't have another baby on me. I can deal with anything else.
But here's my thing, man.
And she feels like, hold on, I'll give it to you. She feels like he used her for more of as an op. You know what I'm saying? Like not what I said op. I mean
okay.
Like
to increase his clout.
Yeah, increase his clout. She's like she never felt like she did anything. He did anything for her. The things he was doing for her, he only did in front of the camera. Like she was like when she was Offset cheated, but he treated her well.
So she's saying Stefon didn't treat her well.
Man, let me tell you,
he was saying everything that he did was in front of the camera.
But the thing, Miles, I'm gonna ask you this: I would never seen Carla B at no game, and I thought they was trying to be like.
She did a lot of games.
Okay, I didn't know that.
She did a
lot of games.
Everybody, I guess they trying to be like Taylor Swift and Kelson, but I'm like that ain't happening. But I know the pub came through there, but here's my thing. The boy got issues because the boy, my understanding, might be on the down low too, though. Some men send him a text message.
I don't know about that. But I know he allegedly.
What I'm saying is,
allegedly,
regardless that.
If he's on the down low, he do it well.
Okay, but can I finish my point?
He does a good job.
Can I finish my point?
No,
can I finish my point? Then you got, 3-4 babies on the way? Man, that boy living a double, triple, sloppy life anyway. And Carla B going back and forth with her husband, and he doing his thing. All that shit ain't nothing but a big old ghetto circus. That's all I'm going to say.
One thing, I think Stefon Diggs could have been a lot better wide receiver in the NFL than he was. And it's showing why not. Lack of discipline will show up in every aspect of your life.
Right.
Lack of discipline on the field, in the locker room, in the weight room, with your girl, with your mama, with your business. Lack of discipline shows up everywhere you go.
Well, but that hurts a lot of guys, too, because at the end of the day, people just want you to play ball. But sometimes when you got a lot of outside drama, dealing with a lot of baby mamas, dealing with all that brings drama
it does bring drama to the
organization. People don't want to deal with that.
But once again, lack of discipline from the beginning. Like having worked with the people I worked with, watching them go from college to pro, you set all this stuff up on the outside so it doesn't affect your inside. Right? The main thing is the main thing. None of the rest of this matter without football for him. So you make sure that these things don't affect how you feel on the inside. And so therefore the discipline is you don't have a bunch of baby mamas. Not saying I have a bunch of girls. You don't have a bunch of baby mamas. You don't have a bunch of things that can affect you on a regular basis And when you're not disciplined, bro, you're not disciplined.
I mean,
Well, my thing
just keep it real,
is he played the best.
Question for you.
To me, he played the best ball this year, I guess, because of that, because he's really on his last end of his career. He's been in the league for a minute. But when you got multiple babies, it's one thing. But when you got a bunch of women, like you said, look at Dennis Rodman. But he still was balling. You see what I'm saying? And
Dennis
all I'm
Rodman
saying,
had 2 baby mamas.
yes,
Not-
this brother
he
got
had
what?
a,
4
Not
pregnant.
4 right now with on the way.
yeah.
Right. He had an ex-wife and a
Yeah,
girlfriend.
exactly.
That's 2 whole different
But
things.
what my point I'm saying is, he wasn't that bad because when it was time to play ball, he played ball.
Yeah.
Man, this stuff
Keep the
affect
main
you.
thing the main thing.
Football money ain't guaranteed.
Take
I hope
advantage.
the brother make investments. Because at the end of the day, when them checks run out, we don't know what he's going to do after sports. Because at the end of the day, he's not setting the tone to be a face of anything in NFL. So I'm like,
And he
bro,
might have,
what are you doing with your money, man? You better
he
hope
might
you
have
manage.
great business going on behind the scenes.
I hope so. Well, let's pray and hope. Because 9 to 10, if we had to vote, it'll be no, because majority of the time,
What
guys.
I don't want, not to knock anybody else, and I want to see the interview of him like OBJ talking about, $100 million ain't that much, ain't really a lot of money.
Yeah.
Because you didn't handle it properly.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
And
Like,
because
take care
you
of
got to
yourself.
pay crazy child support. Because, I mean, he's not an old cat, but what's the fun?
No, he's old. He's up there. How
No,
many
he's
years
old
he
for
been in the league?
football, but he's
Yes.
30s?
And you don't know when your football
34,
career ends.
34, 35?
Yeah.
And he popping out 4 at a time?
And he don't have Anthony Edwards money.
And
No, he don't have Anthony Edwards money.
And my thing is this. I know that brother got to have 1 or 2 before they came along.
Oh, for sure.
Oh, no,
For
he's
sure.
had baby
y'all
like
let
7, 8.
ass up.
For sure.
One
For sure.
thing, though, he does keep it inside the circle. So, therefore, like, all these babies are all related between him and Sierra and Bow Wow and Future and all these people, Offset. Like, all these kids are related now if you really think about this, bro. They all got babies by the same women and the same dudes sharing all the people. Like, all these
That's
kids are
crazy.
related.
That's crazy. That's
Think
crazy.
about
Wow.
that. That's Buck